and then she'll be right back. Maybe like end of the year, she'll pop back up, say, "Happy New Year's, y'all. I'm back."
Yeah. I don't think anyone willingly goes back to the poorhouse. Like, how do you taste riches and then just
go
give it
from
up?
famous to
Yeah, she's not Bob Marley.
But she's not gonna lose it like that. She will always be Lizzo. She's built her name. But
imagine pulling up to KFC and seeing Lizzo in the window. Talking about how can I take your order?
Listen, Lizzo has not.
Lizzo eats KFC?
I didn't say that she doesn't eat it. I'm saying imagine her working there.
Working there.
Like pull it up.
Yeah.
You're in the drive-thru and she's in the window.
Oh my gosh. Apparently Lizzo
your order is
vegan
$5.76.
now. Yeah, she's vegan now. So I don't know if she'll be working there, but she might be working at
I'm gonna say sing
Fresh
my order.
Kitchen. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
She is going straight to Popeyes. I'm saying sing my order. I give you extra $5.
Not sing my order.
Oh my gosh. Do we think what's happening with Diddy is putting a fear in her? Like, is she like, ooh?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. That's a
I
different
hope
take.
not, because realistically, I mean, I don't think Lizzo has done half of what Diddy has done.
Yeah.
I mean,
true.
some harsh words. I mean, it's not it's not right. It's wrong. But at the end of the day, she's not sleeping with people and children and
And children.
We don't know.
At least it hasn't come out.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's
We don't
scared.
know. And it's all alleged.
Yeah. See, I don't know. It annoys me when people do something and then when they receive the backlash, they're like, I'm gonna quit. The world is against me. It just really annoys me. It's like, or you can really face it head on like a grown woman and
Turn that negative into a positive.
turn the negative into a positive, or pay what you owe. Like whatever you did to those people, just pay them what you owe. Yeah, settle.
Settle, make some more music, get that money, give it to them ladies, and go about your business and
Right.
accept
Exactly.
your wrongs. But
Right.
how is she gonna make this right though?
But you know
Just
what?
like that.
No, outside of that,
Paying
you were
her
saying,
dues.
Basically, like, just if you did it, just
Own it.
Yeah, own it.
Yeah.
Just own it. You're a grown woman. Just own it. You know,
Absolutely.
even if it was like a misunderstanding or something like that.
Maybe this was her way to try to get to like Diddy's level though.
No.
Like the things that she was doing that they alleged was happening to them, like the sexual harassment. Like maybe this was her way, like in to like the elite world.
No.
You know, because you gotta do
there
certain
go
things.
Judy with her
I'm
conspiracy
just saying.
theories.
I'm just saying.
It could be possibly maybe.
It could be possibly maybe it's crazy.
Some we not listening.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she should
put it
quit.
in our face.
Right. I don't think she should quit doing what she clearly loves. I mean, she makes great music, you know.
If the passion is there, I don't feel like she will actually truly step away.
Yeah.
If this is like everything that she's ever wanted in life, or if it was just to be famous, maybe she's like, okay, I had an experience in the famous world and now I'm done. I've done it.
That interview don't remind y'all of when R. Kelly did his interview and he was
I'm
like,
sick of this. Y'all killing me.
that interview didn't remind y'all of that?
Gaslighting everyone.
No, but
Right.
you know what? What I wanted to say was that it is so crazy to me, and I feel like Biggie said it best: more money, no more problems.
Hello.
Because it's like, it kills me too that just because you have money, if you say or do something wrong, why does the answer have to be you have to literally financially pay for that? Like at the end of the day, why can't you just say, I'm sorry? You know what I'm saying? Or, I didn't mean to say that, or it got out of, context or whatever happened. Like I don't think that's too much.
No.
She should not have to pay these people
I thought she
forever.
did apologize.
You couldn't stop.
They're not gonna accept it because she has money.
No,
Right.
the
It's
allegations.
not enough.
The allegations she has against her are not. No, I'm sorry. I don't give a goddamn about your sorry. You can keep your sorry and keep.
Yeah.
But honestly, so much happens behind closed doors within that industry. It's also like how we were talking earlier when you were like, it could have been like, it's so easy to like body shame like with your friends or something like that
Yes.
and say it as a joke. You know what I'm saying? But this could have been a situation where maybe her and her dancers were once friends and they had a moment where they were talking or maybe joking or whatever, and then it turned into like, oh, well, I remember, and they fell out.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, oh, I remember when she said this, that, and the third about me, and I didn't like it, I'm a sewer.
Well, nonetheless.
And you join me too. And you join me too.
Yeah.
Let's go against her.
Nonetheless, she was in a manager position,
Yeah.
So you think it's a coup?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
How much money would we have if I could sue for all of the things? I just got here. I could sue y'all. I'll be rich.
Oh my gosh, Callie! I'm trying to go through all of the things I've told Talia.
Right, we're literally roasting each other before this.
Yeah,
Hold
we
on.
really were.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that may be true, you know. But
of
at the
different
end of the day, I'm like, okay, you're in a manager position.
Yeah.
You probably write the checks. I don't know who writes the checks, but everybody looks up to her. So you have to maintain a level of professionalism.
For sure.
you know?
Sure,
And I
yeah.
do know a lot of artists don't learn that, especially like when they're going into the industry so young. They don't learn like these levels of professionalism. They just go into every situation like, oh, everyone's my friend and this and that.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality of the world. And unfortunately, Lizzo, girl, you got money, so you can't play them games with them people because they're gonna
That
be like,
is true.
Because they not as rich as her.
Exactly. Everybody is always looking for a come up. How many times
Yes.
you went to Publix and you saw a wet floor and you wanted to slip?
What, me?
No.
Exactly.
I've been
How many
hoping
times you
somebody
saw
hit me.
18 wheeler
So I
behind
can-
you?
Okay, so I can fall out of the car and break all my nails.
Right,
And
my
you know, if you pee on yourself, you get more money for bodily fluids.
I am done. No.
I know. I told Malik one day it was raining outside. They ain't had the wet floor sign.
Yeah.
And he walked in Target and straight up did like a banana peel kind of fall. You know, he big. So it took a long time for my boo to fall, and everybody just watched him. I said, "Babe, sit down, sit down, sit down. You need to sit down.
Right, you broke your hip.
Lay down, lay
Right.
down." And he's
Something
like,
happened.
But his pride, he hopped up real quick and looked away.
No, that
Oh
was
my
me.
God.
That was me just a couple months ago, and I'm so upset. And if anyone wants to give me any kind of legal advice in that, I recently went to a beauty supply store, and you know they have franchises all over the place. And
I know
the
which one you're
girls
talking
were
about.
okay, and the girl was being negligent and had like the wig sensor clips all over the floor. I had sneakers on. It went completely through my shoe into my foot. Okay, I was in there screaming. The girl gonna go get an alcohol bottle off the shelf and put it on my foot, and I'm like, why can't I just sue these people? Why do I have to be
would've
so
got knocked
good?
out.
Like,
Oh, you absolutely could have sued. They
Girl,
have
what's
insurance.
wrong
They
with
would have been
you?
fine.
What?
Talia, I would have went and maybe
See,
take
our
my
good,
hand
our
on
good
my
Christian
elbow.
friend here, she
What?
said she didn't want to put that black woman through that.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
not
wanna
that
do
black
that.
woman. It would have been them other people up top, because baby, that's a franchise. You think that girl cared? She was negligent because she didn't want to
Yeah,
get her that
and that's
day.
exactly
That's
what's happening to
crazy.
Lizzo. Like she
Yeah.
was negligent in the fact that, hey, you know,
She was negligent in being mean.
no, she was if the situation is maybe she was playing around with her coworkers, right?
Right.
And she was like, "Oh girl, you fat. Oh, that fat, booty
Lose some
or
weight, get
whatever."
in the gym.
Right, like
Yeah.
and like they I think
I'd
she
like
was
to know what the
negligent in
comments
fact-
were.
You know what? No,
I
no.
would like to know what the comments
Just
actually
looking
were.
at
Yeah.
Lizzo though, what I think could be happening too is that she's constantly in a place of ridicule because that's the way that that's a platform she chose to stand on.
Yeah.
And I feel like in that, because it's so normalized for her and she accepts it, her skin is probably so thick that she thinks everybody that looks like me should be able to take it. And we should be able to joke about it and talk about it and say, oh, eat this hot dog or banana, whatever it is. How, they feel like she
Yeah.
emotionally distressed them when she made them do whatever they did. That's just, she came out wrong on her platform, and now she's thinking, I accept it. We can all play like this. But baby, you're going to jail.
You are going to jail.
not going to
Yeah,
jail.
it's like she's become the butt of the joke. She basically made herself become the butt of the joke, and she's created this target on her back. And now
Now she's
now
saying
that
she
you're
don't want
making
it.
these jokes towards other people, girl.
Yeah.
Like, no, people aren't gonna be receptive to it the
It
same
sounds
way.
like hypocritical.
Oh my, it sounds like, girl, you need to shut up or pay up. One of the two.
Yeah, honestly.
One of the two.
I completely agree with it. But Lizzo, girl, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Turn from your wicked ways.
Yeah, I think if she,
Yes, Pastor.
LOL. I think if she really loves what she's doing, I don't think she should quit. Because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Lizzo, but I genuinely do love her music. Like she makes like
She's a
happy
great
music.
artist.
Yeah, she is an amazing artist. But child, I don't know. But you guys, we do have to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We have so much more discussion after this. You are watching POV. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. And if you're just now tuning in, you're watching POV. So the entertainment world is constantly changing. And as time progresses, it seems like the concept of freedom of speech often comes with backlash and cancel culture. So is the world becoming hypersensitive? And if so, like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with cancel culture? Like, what's going on with the hypersensitivity? Like,
yeah. I definitely feel like we've been hypersensitive for
Yeah.
a long time. I feel like freedom of speech is a fake thing.
we have boundaries.
We have new boundaries and rules you have to respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not getting beat enough, and you know,
We're not getting beat enough is crazy.
our children are getting beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, being a content creator myself, I do run into like a lot of, times where I'm creating content and I'm keeping in mind cancel culture. I'm keeping in mind, okay,
Yeah.
I do have freedom of speech, but I do know I can get backlash for saying certain things. I do think today people are a little bit more hypersensitive, and it does affect how we consume and create, many forms of entertainment. Like, for example, I watched Everybody Hates Chris the other day. Y'all remember the teacher? Everybody Hates Chris is like an old show that was created by, I forgot his name.
Chris Rock.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock, yes.
Yeah.
And the teacher, she would say so many racist jokes, but to me
was her
it was
role.
hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
she was like just the comedic relief. I mean, they all were comedic relief, but she was
Yeah.
her own. I would not be surprised if all of those clips came back and Chris Rock got backlash for it, But back in the day it was funny, but I don't think it would be funny today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think it's funny, but I don't think Gen Z or
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I do get what you're saying. Like, I do feel like sometimes, like, even like on social media, like just scrolling and like wanting to comment on certain things or like certain topics that you see, and you really want to give your authentic opinion, but then it's like, ooh, if
Yeah.
I say this and then it goes viral, it's like,
yeah.
that's probably going to be bad.
Yeah.
Like, so I am, me personally, I am cautious sometimes on the things that I do decide to engage with on social media, because sometimes I be wanting to tell people they wig lifting, and I feel like, people would probably attack me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not a hairstylist or nothing like that. Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes my wig be lifting.
I'm crying.
And some people want to tell me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But yeah, or like even serious topics too. Like, I be wanting to comment on serious topics too online, but I'm also like, probably not, because I view myself as a public figure. So I feel like if I say the wrong thing and somebody takes it the wrong way, because it's also just text, and that could be taken out of context so quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I am a person who is like not hypersensitive, but like I'm careful with what I decide to post and engage with.
Yeah.
I'm reckless at the mouth.
Really?
I really am.
All right.
God. Y'all know that. Let's not act like we don't know. I'm reckless. I'm learning. God is working on me every day.
Right.
Amen. God is good.
Hallelujah. He has risen. But this job has made me choose my words very.
Well, yeah.
Me, if I can't post how I want to post, I really don't post.
Right.
That's why I'm the one at the
barely
table with the least amount of followers, because I'm not gonna post because some of the stuff I want to post is.
Yeah, you just rather just not say it at all.
At all.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about, is your caption able to
Engage.
appeal to everybody? And sometimes I just want to talk about black girl magic.
Right.
But I don't want to, Karen to feel like, what about all girls magic?
Right.
No.
Yeah, that's
All
very
lives
true.
matter.
Yeah.
Black girl
Yeah.
magic around
Yeah.
here. You could go to another account and maybe find all the magic over there, but I
Yeah.
got black girl magic, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that, in Shakespeare words,
Come on, Shakespeare.
Come on.
Hear.
Come on, Shakespeare.
Where art thou?
Is it Shakespeare to thine own self be true? I believe that's Shakespeare,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think about it like, in that sense sometimes, and I feel like I know that people are very sensitive, and I know that we have to be careful what we say, but I feel like you should still have some authenticity and obligation to yourself to really speak for, what you know to be true, just like the truth will set
Sure.
you free. Because I feel like now, because we're so scared of these boxes that society and content creation and everything else put us in, that sometimes you also can underspeak and hinder yourself, maybe for not speaking up for something that you should have. But that's why it's important for us to do the research and to be knowledgeable, you know, so that we can make sure that we're coming from the right paradigm or point of view when we're giving our opinion on something.
I constantly run. You see that? Yeah. Okay. I still like what you did there. I constantly run into that myself. Like sometimes there's things going on in the world, and I'm like, dang, like. Am I using my platform in the right way if I'm not saying anything? But at the same time, if I say something, I don't want to get death threats. Because I know people can be a little hypersensitive. So I run into that issue all the time. It's like something that I'm still trying to navigate, you know? Even down to like when I'm doing like my dating content. Rather than saying like he, she, I try to say they. Or like my boo. No, just because like I kind of also want to be inclusive. This is just the environment that I want to have on my page. Just so, because like when I feel like when you appease to a larger audience, you get more shares, you know? So if I use they rather than she, then I know men and women can share it rather than just, you know, a man or a woman, you know? So yeah, those are little things I am mindful of.
Do you not agree with that, Janaya?
No.
Why?
That's not my platform. I'm not gonna lie. But again, that goes back to like my religious beliefs, though. Okay. I believe you were born a man, you're a man. If you were born a woman, you're a woman. Now, we have surgeries that can change that. We have science that has been able to bless people, but it's also, it could be confusing. And then sometimes I don't want to overthink things and be like, I just want to say what's authentically me. And I may not appeal to everybody. Everybody not going to like this cup of tea, but you know, some people will. And I think the overthinking and saying they, when it really does appeal to a woman, if the shoe fit, wear it and run. But if it don't,
appeal to everybody though.
I just
like some things are just general statements, and it could be genderless.
Yeah, I try my
best to be a gender.
Yeah, to use general statements rather than pinning a gender to it, because I feel like I appease more to a broader audience. You know,
for you that works for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to do that.
I understand. I feel you.
That's just me. Like I just feel like I don't want to appeal to everybody. I want to appeal to Black young entrepreneurs who are in the beauty industry. That's who I want to appeal to. If you want to,
but trans people exist there too,
for sure.
Just you know,
absolutely.
Knowledge is power. You know.
But I also believe God winks on ignorance. So sometimes, if I just don't know, I know what I know.
Yeah.
You know, you can only know as much as you know.
That's why we're here to teach you.
I'm crying. Well, speaking of going back to the hypersensitivity, sometimes I feel like it could even like, you know, there's a lot of backlash that comes with it even in the corporate world. Like, you know, like if you're super hypersensitive and like, I don't know, maybe like Lizzo, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, we also don't know that situation, but there have been so many situations where like even workplaces that I've worked in, we would make a joke or a boss would make a joke and somebody would take it so personal. You know, we actually had a friend. Oh my gosh, we had a friend who literally, I'm so sorry.
We always talk about our friends on
I
here,
know.
and I'm just like, which one today?
He managed a place, I'm not gonna say, and he made a joke to a girl, and I guess like she took it a little personal and he got fired for it.
Yeah.
But it was a joke that he would make with everyone else there. It just, for her specifically, she ain't like that joke.
Yeah.
And he literally lost his job because of it. Yeah.
Because now, baby, I'm gonna have to send my sister to you. Cause
oh my gosh, Janaya!
That's crazy.
You're going to jail!
Right.
No, my sister probably might go to jail. But I'm gonna bail her out because I sent over there. That's craziness.
Yeah, I mean, like that's why you just have to be careful and choose your words wisely, and like you know, like read the room sometimes.
But you know what? Even when I think about you know, freedom of speech and hypersensitivity and things like that, sometimes I feel like, you know, the least protected group in that tends to be people of color, and more specifically, I feel like even straight people more than people that are of, you know, the LGBTQRS. I'm not trying to be respectful. Seriously, I mean it's so much, you know, respect to them. But I just feel like, you know, to me it tends to be that like people that are lighter, whiter people, and you know, gays are more protected. They have more freedom of speech. You're walking a very thin line when it comes to saying something about a person that is not of color, or even now because, you know, with this whole agenda and movement, you know, with the LGBTQ IA+. it's growing every day. It's just so different.
No, yeah,
so
I
feel
feel
like
what
it's
you're
so
saying.
sensitive. You just can't really say
You don't
much.
have
And I
freedom of
feel like you know, when we think about the Black rights movements, you know, gay, trans rights movements, women's rights movements, I feel like it's getting so far away from Black rights movements, and maybe because we're not moving enough for ourselves, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I feel like we get the short end of that stick, and we're not protected by things like freedom of speech and as other groups are.
I feel one example I will say, hopefully I don't get canceled for this, is let's compare Diddy and Trump. I mean, all the things Trump
As we
has said
should.
and did, and he is still eligible to run for president. And Diddy is like basically about to go to
He's
jail.
done. He's
yeah, he's
finished.
over.
Y'all president got a mug shot.
Who president?
My president is Barack Obama.
Yeah, not us. No, my
He got a
president is living his best life in Hawaii.
Okay.
But their president has a whole mug shot. And I think that needs to be his campaign picture.
LOL. He probably
To
did.
remind people, because
Oh
I
my
think that they
God.
constantly forget that is the reality. And he says, why?
It's
But you
because
know what?
he's protected.
People in power, we were just talking about this too. People in power, they have a certain leniency towards because they are
The
people
lighter their
in
skin.
power.
Because Diddy
I don't,
has power.
I don't feel like that either.
No.
I feel like, to a certain extent, yes, but also he's catching a lot of
He has
backlash
money,
right
but
now,
he
so
doesn't
he don't
really
have
have
that
power. He
much
may have
power.
influence.
Then let's put them in the right arena. Let's compare Trump to Obama. You think if Obama had a mugshot, he would be where he was?
I don't think so.
No.
Absolutely
I
not.
100%
That's
agree
people
with
of
that.
power. It's always up that comes down to color of skin.
Well, we for sure have to continue this conversation another time because it was just getting super, super juicy, you guys. But
Interesting.
make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials and keep up with the conversation on all of our little, clip-its and stuff like that. But catch us back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.